Gems of Divine Mysteries was published first in 2002 by the Baha'i World Center in Haifa, Israel. It records the holy verses which Baha'u'llah revealed in Arabic in response to a letter from a sincere seeker whose name was Siyyid Yusuf-i-Sihdihi Isfahani, who was then living in Karbila. This response was revealed the very same day that Baha'u'llah received the letter from an intermediary. Siyyid means that the seeker had been on his Muslim pilgrimage to Mecca, and Isfahani means that his family was originally from Isfahan. Isfahan is in the middle of Iran, which was known as Persia in Baha'u'llah's time. It is the third largest city in Iran, but has the second largest metropolitan area with a present population close to 4 million. Now, let us read from one of the vast number of holy Baha'i scriptures. Gems of Divine Mysteries. The essence of the divine mysteries in the journeys of ascent set forth for those who long to draw nigh unto God, the Almighty, the ever-forgiving. Blessed be the righteous that quaff from these crystal streams. He is the exalted, the Most High. O thou who treadest the path of justice, and beholdest the countenance of mercy. Thine epistle was received, thy question was noted, and the sweet accents of thy soul were heard from the inmost chambers of thy heart. Whereupon the clouds of the divine will were raised to rain upon thee the outpourings of heavenly wisdom, to divest thee of all that thou hast acquired aforetime, to draw thee from the realms of contradiction unto the retreats of oneness, and to lead thee to the sacred streams of his law. Perchance thou mayest quaff therefrom, repose therein, quench thy thirst, refresh thy soul, and be numbered with those whom the light of God hath guided aright in this day. Encompassed as I am at this time by the dogs of the earth and the beasts of every land, concealed as I remain in the hidden habitation of mine inner being, forbidden as I may be from divulging that which God hath bestowed upon me of the wonders of his knowledge, the gems of his wisdom and the tokens of his power, yet am I loath to frustrate the hopes of one who hath approached the sanctuary of grandeur, sought to enter within the precincts of eternity, and aspire to soar in the immensity of this creation at the dawning of the divine decree. I shall therefore relate unto thee certain truths from among those which God hath vouchsafed unto me, this only to the extent that souls can bear and minds endure, lest the malicious raise a clamour, or the dissemblers hoist their banners. I implore God to graciously aid me in this, for unto such as beseech him he is the all-bounteous, and of those who show mercy he is the most merciful. Know then that it behoveth thine eminence to ponder from the outset these questions in thy heart. What hath prompted the diverse peoples and kindreds of the earth to reject the apostles whom God hath sent unto them in his might and power, whom he hath raised up to exalt his cause and ordained to be the lamps of eternity within the niche of his oneness? For what reason have the people turned aside from them, disputed about them, risen against and contended with them? On what grounds have they refused to acknowledge their apostleship and authority, nay, denied their truth, and reviled their persons, even slaying or banishing them? O thou who hast set foot in the wilderness of knowledge, and taken abode within the ark of wisdom, not until thou hast grasped the mysteries concealed in that which we shall relate unto thee canst thou hope to attain to the stations of faith and certitude in the cause of God, and in those who are the manifestations of his cause, the daysprings of his command, the treasuries of his revelation, and the repositories of his knowledge. Shouldst thou fail in this, thou wouldst be numbered with them that have not striven for the cause of God, nor inhaled the fragrance of faith from the raiment of certitude, nor scaled the heights of the divine unity, nor yet recognized the stations of divine singleness within the embodiments of praise and the essences of sanctity. Strive then, O my brother, to apprehend this matter, that the veils may be lifted from the face of thy heart, and that thou mayest be reckoned among them whom God hath graced with such penetrating vision as to behold the most subtle realities of his dominion, to fathom the mysteries of his kingdom, to perceive the signs of his transcendent essence in this mortal world, and to attain a station wherein one seeth no distinction amongst his creatures, and findeth no flaw in the creation of the heavens and the earth. Now that the discourse hath reached this exalted and intractable theme, and touched upon this sublime and impenetrable mystery, know that the Christian and Jewish peoples have not grasped the intent of the words of God and the promises he hath made to them in his book, and have therefore denied his cause, turned aside from his prophets, and rejected his proofs. Had they but fixed their gaze upon the testimony of God itself, had they refused to follow in the footsteps of the abject and foolish among their leaders and divines, they would doubtless have attained to the repository of guidance and the treasury of virtue, and quaffed from the crystal waters of life eternal in the city of the All-Merciful, in the garden of the All-Glorious, and within the inner reality of his paradise. But as they have refused to see with the eyes wherewith God hath endowed them, and desired things other than that which he in his mercy had desired for them, they have strayed far from the retreats of nearness, have been deprived of the living waters of reunion and the wellspring of his grace, and have lain as dead within the shrouds of their own selves. Through the power of God and his might, I shall now relate certain passages revealed in the books of old, and mention some of the signs heralding the appearance of the manifestations of God in the sanctified persons of his chosen ones, that thou mayest recognize the dayspring of this everlasting morn, and behold this fire that blazeth in the tree which is neither of the east nor of the west. Perchance thine eyes may be opened upon attaining the presence of thy Lord, and thy heart partake of the blessings concealed within these hidden treasuries. Render thanks then unto God, who hath singled thee out for this grace, and who hath numbered thee with them that are assured of meeting their Lord.